Your cover letter must be able to answer 4 questions. What role are you applying for? Why are you the best candidate for the role? How will this role affect you as a person? And why would you like to work for the company? It must also be able to express your enthusiasm towards receiving a response from your prospective employer. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining great tips to writing a good cover letter. Also, I'm going to be showing you a cover letter that I have written for those with health background and those without a health background. Finally, I'm going to be showing you different ways by which you can send your cover letter. Welcome back to my channel. It's your beautiful baby girl Kemzi. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. My channel is all about relocation tips, life abroad, and faith. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the best. Thank you for always watching my video. Thank you for the love. I am grateful for your support. Okay guys, let's get straight into the video and make sure you watch this video to the very end. A cover letter is a one-page letter or document you submit when applying for a job. Usually it's submitted alongside a resume or a CV. Guys, most of you underrate a cover letter, but I want to tell you that cover letter is as important as your CV. It's a way to market yourself and prove to your employer why you are the best candidate for the job. So if you've not been sending a cover letter today, guys, at the end of this video, I hope you're going to change your mindset about writing a cover letter. I'm going to be sharing some great tips by which you can write a good cover letter. So stay with me to the very end. The first tip is your cover letter must complement your CV. So basically, you're drawing conclusion from your CV and pointing out the unique area. Guys, it has to be result oriented. You need to market yourself, sell yourself in your cover letter. You're not just telling them, I can do this, I can do that, but what special quality or what special skills do you have? That's what I mean by complement your CV. The second tip is to be brief and straight to the point. Guys, you don't need to complicate your cover letter. Like I said, it's just a one-page letter and you need to go straight to the point. Just be concise and hit the nail on the head. Okay? The third tip is to make a separate cover letter for each job application. Guys, I cannot overemphasize this. I say this in most of my videos. Whenever you're submitting a CV, it has to be tailored to the job role. The same rule applies to a cover letter. So when you're making your cover letter, make sure that each organization you're writing to or you're applying to has a different cover letter for that job role. The fourth tip is to tell your personal story, and this includes your work and your life experiences. Tell them how you got to where you are and what are your career goals. Okay, so you need to be able to explain to them if you have any gap in employment, especially if you don't have a health background. What are the changes that happened with you and how were you able to find yourself, or how were you able to navigate towards pursuing a career in the health industry? The fifth tip is to be honest. In as much as you're trying to impress the recruiter or your prospective employer, you need to be truthful at all times. Okay, so you need to focus more on the skills that you have, skills that can make you stand out, and also be truthful with all your experiences. You can't claim to have some years of experience that you don't have. Okay, they will get to know by the time you're scheduled for an interview, and you don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to go through the pain of applying for a job, getting scheduled for an interview, and losing that job all because you lied and you're not truthful in some part of the application. I don't want that to happen to you guys. So as much as you can, be truthful and honest in all your applications. Sixth tip, guys, is to avoid being generic. How do I mean? Now, if you look at the internet or you look at most cover letters, there are some common phrases you see. Phrases like, I am writing to apply, or I hope to hear from you soon. I'm not saying those phrases or those statements are not good, but guys, we are trying to look for ways by which we can stand out, how we can be unique. Use other phrases that are not too common, but they make sense. Be original as much as you can. These recruiters, they read so many cover letters and they are used to some phrases or some statements You don't want to do that in your application. You want to be the single person that will stand out from the crowd. How can you achieve it? Is by being original. The last tip, guys, is to proofread your cover letter. So don't be too quick to submit an application. Make sure you look at everything, check for spelling errors or grammatical errors, check for punctuation, look at the font size, the font type, check all those things and be sure that you've corrected every mistake. Okay guys, so I'm going to be showing you a cover letter sample or a template for someone without any health background or you don't have much experience. Okay, so this is based on my own knowledge, experience and my research. So if you don't agree with any part of this cover letter, just do your own research and write it as it suits you. Okay, now this is what I've written here. So the first thing you need to write is your name, which is what I have in bold. Then you need to write your address, the phone number and your email address. So the next thing you need to do on the left hand corner is to write the name of the organization or the company, write their full address and the date which you're submitting the cover letter. Then this is followed by a salutation, guys, which is Dear Hiring Manager. Okay, so you start with Dear Hiring Manager, and if you know the name of the hiring manager, write the name. Okay, let's say the name of the manager is Larry, so you can say Dear Mr. Larry or Dear Miss Smith or something like that. Okay, make sure you write their surname. And guys, avoid writing to whom it may concern. This is not ideal. It's better you address it as Dear Hiring Manager or write the surname if you know the name. Okay, ordinarily most cover letters I've seen start with I am writing to. So I try to take that off. I'm not saying those things are not good, but this is just my own way of writing cover letter. So basically you start with an introduction, sequel to the care assistant position advertised on the name of the company or the website where you saw the advert. And if a reference number is being stated, indicate it in your letter. Okay, I would be a great candidate for this role as I have a passion to care for the people due to caring for my elderly grandparents for the past 4 years. It would be an honor to work for the name of the company as I believe I share the same values such as compassion, respect and integrity. Like I said, this is just a template. So basically the first paragraph is to tell them the job role you're applying for, why you feel you're the best candidate for this role, and how the company's vision or mission resonates with you. Now, the next thing is to let them know why should they hire you. What uniqueness do you have that can suit into the role? Like I said, anything you're going to write here is solely based on the job adverts or the job requirements for the role. I assumed this person doesn't have a health background. You're trying to put a transferable skills into this letter and not necessarily repeating your CV. Previously, I have worked in different positions in retail, which I believe has developed my skills greatly. These skills include active listening, organization, and time management, which are all essential skills for the role of a care assistant. Consequently, I find it easy to listen to and understand people's needs. Being organized and able to manage my time effectively means I stay on top of tasks and I'm always on time for meetings and appointments. You can see from this paragraph, you're trying to pitch yourself as the best candidate. So basically, I expect that you checked the job description or the job role and you're trying to put transferable skills. Despite the fact that you have a retail background or you have a sales background, these are the skills that you showcased in your day-to-day activity in the retail business or during your time as a retailer. Caring for my elderly grandparents has created a desire in me to help make a positive difference in people's life. In doing so, I have learned how to be patient and how to support them with their needs while ensuring their dignity and independence are of utmost importance. Therefore, I would appreciate the opportunity to work for the name of the company so I may continue this role as a carer. So you look at the advertised role and, adjust this template to meet up to the job description that they require. Last paragraph says, I would like to thank you for taking the time to consider my application for this position. My passion would be a great fit for the role of a care worker, and I would make a positive impact being a part of your team. I look forward to hearing from you to arrange an interview for this role. Yours faithfully, you put your full name. Looking at this cover letter, you can sense originality. You know that this person doesn't have a health background, but the person was able to, show transferable skills and prove to the employer that I might not be an health person, I might not have a health background, but I'm able to do the job because I've got soft skills that will be useful for the role. So this is the cover letter for someone with a health background and a level of experience. Okay, so it's the same rule. You have your name, you put your address, your phone number, and your email address. The next thing on the left hand side is the name of the organization or the company. You write the full address and the date you're sending the letter. Okay, so you start with, Dear hiring manager, the first paragraph says, I was excited to learn about your care assistant vacancy advertised on, include the name of the website, or if it's the name of the company, just include it. If there is a reference number, put the reference number. And I believe I would be a great fit for your company. Currently, I have 3 years experience working in a care home, and the skills and knowledge I have developed would make me a great candidate for this position. Next paragraph is trying to explain to the employer why you are the best candidate for this role. I would be the right fit for your company as I have a passion to care and make a positive difference, which from my research has do the name of the company. I have advanced first aid medical training and health and social care qualifications, which puts me in a great position to support clients effectively. Presently, I work at a care home where I support elderly people with different daily tasks. My professional background has provided me with both the knowledge and the confidence needed effectively to help people with their personal requirements. I have experience in washing and dressing clients, being a friendly companion, and a helping hand with day-to-day tasks. This has given me skills which fulfill several areas of the job description. Helping people is my passion. Therefore, I have completed different courses on how to care for people with specific abilities and requirements. I also have several qualifications that have helped me advance my abilities greatly. I am a hardworking and dependable individual who takes great satisfaction in seeing the work I do to make a difference. Genuine care and respect of the client's need are always my priority. Guys, this is where you're going to be putting all the skills, everything they need in that job. Make sure you put it and tailor it to the job role, okay? I believe my friendly and bubbling personality is what has made me excel in my current position, and I am looking for a company such as, you put the name of the company, that will allow me to continue to develop my skills and ability. The last paragraph says, I would like to thank you for your time you have taken considering me for this role. Being part of a team that helps you achieve greatness is my goal. Hence my application for the name of the company. I hope to hear from you soon to discuss my application and suitability for this role. Yours faithfully, and you put your name. I'll be showing you different ways by which you can submit your cover letter. Come with me, guys. There are some applications whereby you just have the email address of the organization or the company. All you have to do is to send your CV. But guys, you can't just attach your CV to the email address. No, you need to write a letter. The letter you're writing as the body of the email is your cover letter. But in that case, you don't need to put your address, your name, and the recipient's address. All you have to do is to start from Dear Hiring Manager, and you put your body of the letter, then you conclude by writing yours faithfully and your full name. Okay, there are some applications like the one I'm showing on the screen. This application is from carehome.co.uk. It's one of the websites where you can check for care jobs in the UK. So if you're registered with the website, you can always upload your CV, or you review your CV and you have message or comment. Now I have to bring up this because there are so many applications you do where you will see message. Even on Indeed, on Glassdoor and other websites, you will see message. Now that message, don't leave it empty. Make sure you copy and paste your cover letter into the message, but you need to exclude your address, your name, and the receiver's address. Now let me show you an example. If I'm to apply for this job, all I need to do is either I upload a new CV or I retain my former CV. I put in my phone number and all I do is to paste my cover letter. Now this is what I have here. Okay, so as you can see, I started from Dear Hiring Manager. I didn't have to put my name, my address, my email address, and the recipient's information, which is their address. Okay, so you just start from Dear Hiring Manager and you put in your cover letter just like the way you're going to send it if you are attaching it. I hope that makes sense. You only include your name, your address, and the receiver's address only if you are attaching the cover letter the way you attach your CV. If you're going to attach it that same way, then you put the address. We've come to the end of today's video and I hope you've gotten value from it. I just want to encourage you guys to always attach a cover letter to your application. This is going to help you stand out from the crowd. And guys, I want you to support your baby girl by subscribing to my channel. Please like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to more people. Share this video to everyone around you, and remember to turn on your notification bell so that when your baby girl drops a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And guys, make sure you join my Telegram group. Guys, there are a lot of things happening in that group, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.